The supply of petroleum products, especially petrol, may have been steady since the liberalization of the downstream oil sector. Yes, the queues have disappeared. Yes, the product is readily available, but a new set of challenges have cropped up amidst existing problems. So, this second business clinic, organized by the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry for its downstream arm, is hoping to address those issues like accumulated subsidy regime, letters of credit, enhanced price of kerosene, matured obligation, and lately, the forest liberalization.
We need to change the talk. I mean, talking about buy Nigeria, I do think that invest in Nigeria may be the better talk. The world recognizes Nigeria as the largest untapped, as the last untapped large market. They'll be happy to be here.
Forest squeeze in the first place led us to the petroleum crisis, and we need to get out completely away from just mere pronouncements to growing foreign direct investments.
The story has been sold around security. It's been sold around corruption. We need to sell the economic story. And to sell that story, you have to be credible, and the story has to be consistent. Whether it's policy congress around the budget office, the Ministry of Finance, the central bank, and I dare say the politicians.
But has government done any badly so far?
We have DPR, we have PEF, we have a number of agencies, in fact, all of them involved in regulating the products or the products markets. But the truth of the matter is all of these organizations have huge budgets that they maintain on a regular basis. So if we are talking about a situation where we want to achieve the lowest possible price of goods in the market, those organizations, if their functions are no longer there, they have to give it up.
I, as a businessman, can import the fuel, I can land in Nigeria, I can add a little markup, and I can make my money. I do not need to wait for government to pay me back what was called subsidy at that time. So I think that this is one of the biggest achievements of the Buhari administration, and I think it was also one of the reasons that also helped CBN in deciding to also open up the foreign exchange market.
Most of these players have matured obligations in transactions with government, which they fully consummated at 197 naira to the dollar, and can't stomach the pain of being asked to find billions of naira extra to augment concluded deals.
It's really challenging because obviously, if you enter a transaction at a rate of, say, 190, 200 to the dollar, and now you have to liquidate it at 281 or 282. That's a huge differential. Who bears the loss?
One would have thought that we'll have a complete deregulation of the downstream, but we are not there yet. But I know the government is thinking about it. The forests and the pricing liberalization as we have it now is like an ongoing policy. I'm sure we got to get to full deregulation of downstream, and that's where Nigeria will begin to have the full importance and benefit of what we are talking about.
Truth is that the federal government needs to act quickly on these matured obligations and avoid a looming crisis in the downstream that could plunge the country into another round of scarcity. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.